and welcome to another episode of Play Unplugged TV. I'm your host, Editor-in-Chief of Play Unplugged, Enrico Nardini, and I'm here today. I've got a special for you guys. Not one, not two, three unboxings. All of these come from Minion Games. Three of their games right here, and we're going to take a look at the contents of each one. So, without any further ado, let's jump right into this with three games. I want to keep the pace moving pretty quick. The first one is Nitro Dice. And it appears to be a racing game. It says Nitro Dice, the fast-paced driven racing game where pushing the limit of safety is part of the fun. And so let's take a look inside of this. All these games will be getting reviews on the website, so you can look for those as well. But let's just take a look at the content. Number one, boxes. You got nice, attractive box art, well done in like a kind of this one has a kind of an anime sensibility. It's definitely like anime or manga inspired. Maybe like those who are fans of Initial D, which is an anime series involving race cars. I definitely think it kind of, you could see the inspiration. So inside Nitro Dice, we've got a small, nice little rule book. I like the stylized race car appearance of the rule book. We've got some different track layouts. And so here there's a bunch of counters that you use to play the game. I do know that each one of these dice is going to represent one of your race cars. Some nitro counters. It looks like these are some of the different racers here. Nice sturdy cardboard counters. They pop out nice, but they're well made, professional looking. We've got also in here, and I like how this is all easy to store things. You can keep your dice and counters in the middle and your decks on the side. There's a card game element to this with I think it, like I said, and I'm just basing this off of description on the back of the package. They're with both laying track cards, and also I think there are some cards that do different things too. That like you can, obviously there's some setting up of obstacles here too. The cards are nice. They're printed on good card stock. Nice smell too. Love the smell of new product. That new product smell. That new car smell. And more cards, and these I think these are our racers. Sumomo, Doc Cambodge, Tycho Gold, Arissa Jade, Ken Cobalt. It could be Sirius Carmine, and more track cards. Very nice. So that's Nitro Dice. We'll have to see how it plays, but liking the contents, pretty cool. All right, and a garage card. I don't know how that factors into the game yet, but we'll find out. These back in. Very nice, very nice. All right. Nitro Dice away. Get this packaging material out of the way. And we're moving right along. Kingdom of Solomon. King Solomon presided over a golden age of peace and prosperity in ancient Israel. During this time, Solomon instituted an unprecedented building program. As one of Solomon's chief governors, you must procure materials to oversee the construction of buildings and roads across the land for the glory of Solomon. You will also help construct a temple, the temple, one of the wonders of the ancient world. All right. And once again, boxes, nice high quality box art. It's very attractive. Kind of very evocative of the period too, actually. The art style, it's kind of nice how the art styles, like if we look at Nitro Dice versus Kingdom of Solomon, they did a really good job of selecting art that, like this is very like high-powered, fun, cartoony card game. This looks a lot more serious, and the art style kind of is evocative of that. And there appears to be some kind of bonus card that was attached. It says Levite Camp. All right, let's get this packing material out of the way, and we'll crack the box and see what lurks inside. All right. right. Once again, we got a nice full color rule book. Yep, full color in and out. We've got, this would be the game board. And we'll crack this open. And it says Kingdom of Solomon on it, and it has a layout, and I'm assuming all this stuff would have to do with the game. Like I said, this is an unboxing, so we're just looking at the contents right now. Review will be on the website, but I'm not sure what any of this stuff means just yet. It's a nice, attractive game board, very clear. Matte finish instead of gloss, which I think was an interesting choice. A lot of earth tone colors going on in here. We see the Ark of the Covenant probably. There's an altar. And I'm sure these all mean something. Inside there's also, okay, there are some cards, which this will get mixed in with. Got some counters. Look like they could be some kind of priest. And some smaller cards that say fortune cards, and a ton of wooden meeples. And I wonder if this is, not to say that every game that uses meeples is a Euro-style game, but this may be a Euro-style game in which there's less direct conflict and more building against each other, setting up obstacles for each other, but less direct things. Like, it doesn't seem like there's going to be a lot of combat in this game. So meeples are all wooden. You know, they seem to be very nice. Yeah. Good solid wooden counters, painted different colors. You know, can't go wrong. Put those meeples back in. These cardboard counters, similar to the ones that were in Nitro Dice. You know, they're cardboard constructed, you know, durable, decently made. And let's take a look at these fortune cards. And I'm talking fast, but that's only because 3 games and 1 unboxing. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's see. Oh man, find a new wife for Solomon. That's a fortune you can get. I'm sorry, that just stuck out in my mind. Once again, these small cards, like the cards that were in Nitro Dice, the cards seem to be made on good card stock. They're full color, nicely done. Seem durable. You know, you could definitely put these in sleeves. That wouldn't hurt. They actually do make sleeves for small cards now too. Companies like Minion Games and such make those. And yeah, same thing going on here. And these they look like different buildings. So there's like libraries, a shrine, a palace, a quarry. Okay, so these are different locations. And they will probably, you know, you build them and they probably give you things. Seems like there's a cost, which is probably the cost of building them, and then they probably give you stuff so that you can build more stuff. And that's Kingdom of Solomon. And so that leaves us with one more box. Oops, let's put away. Fold up the board. Right there. More packing material. Get this packing material out of here. And lastly, let's take a look at Grave Business. Now the art on this I found super fun and attractive. It reminded me of like the art you would see on the like Rat Fink style racing, like punker, gosh, I can't even remember what those, they were like, there was like a whole series of like model / t-shirts where they have like their own like rally cars with the 8-ball thing accelerating. The art kind of is reminiscent of that. It's like really pops out. It's really wild looking art. Very cartoony, but super cool. This is an interesting one. Great business. You're a necromancer, but a more dangerous one than most. That's because you're a necromancer with a business plan. Use your zombies to dig up graves and loot valuables. And while you're at it, grab fresh body parts so you can make more zombies to dig up more graves to get more valuables. Sounds good, right? Unfortunately, it's so good that your rivals have the same idea. So this is, I just love this conceptually right off the bat, is the, you know, this idea of a necromancer in business, you know, looting those graves. Usually it's taking over the world. In this case, you know, we're talking pure profit motive here. All right. Let's get the packaging off. And like I said, once again, the art, you can't go wrong. Art's very cool on this. Great box art. And inside, we've got a very colorful, once again, looks like full color throughout, book. And one thing that's been nice about these is the rule books seem like they're only a couple pages long, so hopefully these are the kind of games where like you can get the basic rules very quickly, and then a lot of the technical aspects come in with the different parts, you know, maybe the different card interactions or different, in this case, counter interactions, and then the strategy of the actual players, which I always like, they call it the easy to learn, difficult to master type games. So, taking a look inside, we have, wow, a bunch of sheets of counters. And once again, these cardboard counters seem very well made. They're printed to be durable. It's a nice thick card. These ones have like different zombie parts on them. There's more zombies down here. It looks like named zombies. More counters. More counters. And more counters. So many counters. This is a game with a lot of counters. Oh my goodness. Whoa. And they come out very easily, which is good. It's a good. They'll pop right out. You're going to want to sort these. This is the kind of game where you're going to want to have a couple Ziploc baggies ready to put your counters in, but they come out real easily. We've got a mausoleum board piece, and it says attack and remove. So this might be where attackers and defenders go. And more counters. And some of these counters are treasures. Some of them are zombies. Some of them are items. All of them have some nice art on them. Once again, it's very similar to the art that's on the cover. I really like the way these boxes are kind of set up because they're all kind of set up to fit whatever kind of game. It's not just a big open box. All right, put this here. Some more counters. All right, so let's look at these boards. Don't want to lose any of the counters. All right, so this looks like the main playing board. It actually looks kind of small, but that's because everyone has a sideboard that they're going to be working with, and there's this board also for combat. So this is really a like 6-board board game. So this one has the graveyard set up, and my understanding is the pieces that a lot of these pieces go down face down, or no, face up, and then you try to set up your zombies to collect from these different areas. So, and we've got a bunch of sets of different characters. Madame Mambo, who looks like she might be a hoodoo priestess of some sort. Victor Decay. Looks like they're your Frankenstein analog. Herbert Pest, obviously reference to Herbert West, Reanimator of H.P. Lovecraft fame. And Akhenaten, an Egyptian, looks like an Egyptian priest, your mummy reference. So there we go. Wow, a lot of cool parts that come with this one. A lot of counters and things like that. All right, so 3 games for Minion Games. This is probably the largest unboxing we've ever done in one go. Please leave a comment. Do you if I get 3 games in one go, do you like having the extra content? Would you rather I have done each game individually? I'd love to hear your comments and feedback down in the comments section. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and all that other good social media stuff. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Play Unplugged TV, www.playunplugged.com.